One Punch Man has been hitting all of their fans with a brick. Welcome to Don't Get Hit with a Brick. And today is an anime episode. Guys, I'm not feeling 100% today. I'm feeling really tired. I've not got all the energy I usually have, but on it, we are not letting nothing get in the way of one video a day. So the animation in One Punch Man has been atrocious the past two seasons. Seasons one animation was actually 10 out of 10. I remember seeing a little meme on Instagram years ago before it came out, yeah, where it was doing the intro or like an opening scene or beginning scene of One Punch Man season one, and then somebody put the Cairo trap instrumental in the back, and like it just gassed me, bro. It was so sick. The animation was so cold, and then yeah, watching the whole season one, I just got hooked, and I loved it. I watched the first season like 4 or 5 times up from then up until now, and then season two's just been subpar. Season three's been subpar. I've read a lot of the manga, like past the Monster Association art, and I thought the manga's so cool, like the art is so cool, but then the anime has just been so dead. So it's just like, bro, why are you hitting us with a brick? Like, we love it so much. You have so much popularity, so much fame, but yet you're not bringing yourself up to a standard that is worthy of the popularity and fame that you acquired. So I don't really understand what's going on with it. I have got a video, it's a 20-minute video. I might not watch all of it. I might skip through. I've not watched it. Yeah, I've watched a bit of it. Of where a guy totally not Mark. He's a good anime creator online on YouTube. I've watched a lot of his videos. I'm subscribed to him and stuff. He's doing a video breaking on the animation, but One Punch Man isn't the only anime season to suffer this. Like, look at Dragon Ball Super, man. Dragon Ball Super's animation was poor due to the timing schedule. I understand because it was really rushed last minute and stuff, but you'd think that they would handle Dragon Ball Super with a lot more care. Considering it's my favorite anime and it's the anime that inspired every single shonen anime in the world, you'd think that the successor to it would have a little bit more respect and would have animated it a lot more up to standard. I know everyone's gonna get on my ass and say, "Oh, Dragon Ball Z's animation wasn't that good all the time." Yeah, it wasn't good all the time, but it was much better than Super's animation. And they need to get rid of this stupid, like bubblegum looking kiddie aesthetic they've made with new animation. Bring back the old, rough, rugged, hench, muscular, defined, all of that thing. Bring that all back because this new style of animation is not it. But yeah, man, let's get into Totally Not Mark's video. Um, I know that in the past some of my videos have like got corrupted when I'm screen recording, so I'm gonna probably record in like 3 to 5 minute intervals. But yeah, let's get into this.
In 2015, One Punch Man exploded onto the scene with a debut season that looked like it shouldn't even have been possible on a TV schedule. It hit so hard that even celebrities like Bill Burr were hyping it up. 10 years later,
Yeah, I have no idea who Bill Burr is, but for somebody like that to be commenting on it, it must be really good. And like, it's just crazy, bro. It's so sad.
Season 3 shocked viewers for a very different
Look at
reason.
that.
Scenes
Nothing.
that barely moved,
What is
cuts that
this?
felt distractingly awkward, and an episode that bottomed out as the lowest rated anime entry in IMDb's entire catalog. The reaction to Season 3 spiraled out of control so fast that staff were publicly begging fans to stop sending them death threats.
So yeah, you lot need to stop with the death threats. I don't understand why you lot love wish death on people. It's not nice. It's not a good thing to do. Allow that, but if you have a problem, voice your problem. But you don't need to be wishing death on people. That's a little bit too far.
So, how does a series this successful fall apart that badly? Well, far from being the result of lazy animators, this points to a deeper, toxic issue that those within the industry and within One Punch Man's own production teams have been warning us about for years. This is the story of how One Punch Man Season 3 imploded. In order to understand the choices that transformed this into the anime disaster of the decade, I'm going to need to condense the very complicated subject of media adaptation into about 200 words. So, I don't know.
This is what I mean, media adaptation. So I'm gonna assume. I think it means obviously from one form of media, aka manga, and then it gets adapted into another form of media, aka anime. Like I said before, the manga of One Punch Man, the sketching, like one, the name of the mangaka. Mangaka means the creator of the manga. He did a webcomic originally, and it was just sketches. It was such bad sketches, but it was a good premise, good concept. You could still get the concept of the story, and then it got taken on by a professional mangaka, and then I don't know who the mangaka's name is. Totally not Mark. Will probably just explain it or say it. And then yeah, it was a proper 10 out of 10 manga. Like, bro, the art in it was coming like Berserk. I don't know if you guys know about Berserk. I put it on the screen, but yeah, Berserk. The One Punch Man manga looked like Berserk's manga still. Like, it was proper detailed, like shiny with black and white pen. It was just, yeah, it was proper.
Hold on to something. The core misconception many people struggle with is that a faithful adaptation is automatically a good one. I mean, fidelity does matter, but it's not the deciding factor. The real test is whether the anime understands how the manga tells its story through rhythm, emphasis, and visual language, extracting those unique qualities from the source and reconstructing them using the tools available to animation, because animation...
That scene was from season 1, and I just thought, yeah, like, it's a shame that Saitama's character isn't actually so like traditionally masculine. Like, he's just so laid back and he don't care about anything. He come like Shikamaru, you know what I'm saying? Come like Shikamaru, he's just chilling, bro. But then, like, in the vision that they just showed when he was punching his chest, like, my man had like the vigor and the excitement of a normal antagonist or protagonist.
isn't really an upgrade so much as it's just a different medium with its own strengths and limitations. And those limits matter a lot more than most people realize. Most of you guys out there know One Punch Man through Yusuke Murata's stunning artwork, dramatic, polished drawings with an uncanny ability to
Yuke Murata, that's his name, the one that adapted it.
apply movement in static shots. But here's the part that's often overlooked. Murata's manga is itself an adaptation of a webcomic by an artist known simply as One.
Told ya.
Now, due to One's crude art style, he's often dismissed as a bad artist carried by Murata's technical mastery. But the truth is rarely ever so simple. There's a reason why so many of One Punch Man's most iconic shots originate in One's rough panels. Despite the rough drawings, One possesses a powerful instinct for shot composition, negative spacing, and the threading together of action sequences that perfectly balance coolness with absurdity long before Murata adds gloss to
This video is going to be a bit more chopped up.
what made One Punch Man work, and boy did he. By rooting his technical skill in the compositional language inherited from One, Murata gave rise to a new One Punch Man. Neither wholly One or Murata, but a synthesis of both. A version where pristine spectacle and deadpan absurdity coexist and elevate each other seamlessly.
I mean, bro, by this art style, does he not think this looks like Berserk's art style? Like, not even art style, but like up to the same level of Berserk's detail. Like, it's proper still.
Stunning adaptation born through collaboration, which is fitting as collaboration was the central ingredient that gave rise to the single greatest anime adaptation I have ever seen. One Punch Man Season 1. How Season 1 handles this moment with the Deep Sea King tells us everything we need to know about the adaptation. When you look at One's original panel followed by Murata's redraw, the pathway to the anime becomes obvious. One establishes both the comedy and the drama through simple but enormously effective composition. The framing, the negative space, the timing of the beat.
Like I said, he's so nonchalant, bro. Like, nonchalant, as Bouncer would say, so nonchalant. Man got punched in his head and just was like, huh?
All set the tone here. Murata builds on that foundation then by injecting motion into those drawings. He spaces the actions out more deliberately, pushing the poses and creating a sense of impact that the webcomic can only imply. The anime then takes both versions and heightens them. Saitama's bobblehead reaction is the most explicit addition, but the broader, more subtle choices actually matter more. By leveraging sound to shape the atmosphere, rain sits over the entire lead-up, giving the scene a heavy, almost oppressive mood. When the Deep Sea King finally strikes, the force of that punch creates a brief shockwave that clears the rain and leaves a pocket of silence around Saitama's stare. That diegetic...
Yeah, like, even stuff like that, like the atmospheric repercussions of impacts, it doesn't happen in season 2 or 3, so that's why it just doesn't feel as epic anymore. When they're fighting, it just doesn't feel as epic. Like, spoiler for season 3, but when Flashy Flash is fighting the other two ninjas, yeah, Like it just like yeah, you see the lights buzzing around in green, red, and yellow, like some Dragon Ball Z thing, but it just doesn't have the same effect as it did in season one because like the atmospheric impacts and the environmental impacts repercussions aren't really getting shown, and it's just a lack of attention to detail and a lack of animated flair. It's quite upsetting, to be honest.
It intensifies the moment in a way print cannot replicate. And that is a textbook example of what Season 1 does repeatedly. Taking the ideas established by one, refined by Murata, and pushing them to stunning levels of spectacle without losing sight of the original vision. Large battles gained new layers of scale and momentum. Sequences that implied motion on the page turned into full displays of movement that felt distinct depending on who animated them. Some scenes were crisp and stylized, others more rough and energetic. And
Yeah,
the variety...
see, this is what I mean, bro. This scene right here in season one is what gripped me into One Punch Man. Like made me proper love the anime. Like it's just yeah, man. 2015 was a good time. I feel like does anybody else feel like 2016 was the last time where life felt like amazing or like how life used to feel? I feel like ever since 2016, like when 2017 hit, I feel like 2016 was the peak, yeah. And then 2017 was a slow decline. 2018 it was a bit the same, but then a little bit of a decline. And then 2019 is obviously when COVID-19 hit, and then life just completely flipped on his head, and has never been the same since. So, let me know what you guys think. Do you feel the same? Do you feel like since 2016 or 2016 was the epitome of how like life was? Like it just felt so different, and I'm feeling very introspective and reflective right now because I have a beautiful view in my room. But yeah, this video totally not marked. It's a 20-minute video, so I think I'm probably gonna do this into 2 to 3 parts. So if you guys really like this video, I get like a lot of likes and if I get a lot of likes and engagement on my shorts and the long form content, then I'll do the part 2 or 3. But obviously, I don't want to invest a lot of time in one video and it doesn't land very well. So I'm just gonna do a part 1 today, and then you guys let me know if you want the second part.
Helped introduce many viewers to the idea that animators leave personal fingerprints of their very own. That diversity came from a team built at the right moment. Madhouse's animation producer Yuichiro Fukushi had a reputation for attracting strong artists and creating an environment where they could thrive. Shingo Natsume, still early on in his career, had the ambition and clarity needed to guide a project of this very scale. The character designer Chikashi Kubota, along with artists like Yoshimichi Kameda and Norifumi Kugai,
See, like that animation in Dragon Ball Z that you just seen of Goku, like that looks so much better than the shiny kiddie super look. I really don't understand. I know I'm repeating myself, but bro, like I'm quite passionate about this because animation, like a big appeal of anime is the animation. So if the animation isn't up to the par, then like the anime is gonna fall off. Because I feel like ever since anime's gone mainstream, that everyone's just greenlighting these subpar animes, putting mad budgets into those animes, and then big animes like Dragon Ball Super. Well, to be fair, a lot of Dragon Ball Z's animator team went to go work on One Piece, so I understand why it's not getting as much love. But and One Piece is the biggest anime in the world, but you'd still think that the legacy and the inspiration that Dragon Ball Z had on Dragon Ball anime manga series had on the rest of the shonen genre, you'd think that they would have a little bit more respect for it. So yeah, man, I think I'm gonna leave that here. Well, what? We're 5 minutes in. Actually, fuck it. Let's go to 7. Let's go to 8 minutes. On the verge of becoming major with a reliable support staff. Oops, I didn't record the screen again. I promise, when I level up, things are gonna be much more easier.
Needed to guide a project of this very scale. The character designer Chikashi Kubota, along with artists like Yoshimichi Kameda and Norifumi Kugai, were on the verge of becoming major creative figures in their own rights. Their abilities, paired with a reliable support staff and well-chosen guest animators, allowed the show to reach a level of consistency that, even as I write this, felt almost unreal for a weekly production. And unfortunately, it was too much to replicate.
Yep. So he's gone to season 2 now, so let's leave it at that. If you guys are interested, I'll do part 2 in the next couple of days. And yeah, just react. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in part 2. But yeah, One Punch Man has hit its anime fans with a brick. One Punch Man hit its anime fans with a brick. So are we gonna take this brick lying down, or are we going to? I don't really know how we can kind of improve it. I think if you just stop watching it, but then it's gonna get cancelled, and it's like, bro, I do want to see it animated because I prefer to watch anime than read manga. So it's kind of this is what they get. They grab you by the balls, so then you can't really do nothing, bro. Come like the bloody UK government. But yeah, anyway, guys, this has been Don't Get Hit with a Brick. Thank you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh yeah, just so you know, the song at the end is my most recent song, but I got a song dropping January the 15th. So stream this one until it's out, and then as soon as I got some trailers for the next tune and the pre-save link, it will be down below. So yeah.
Girl, like got you dripping, and you too nasty. Running to the money like light speed, I'm anti, that's why she like me. Girl, you tickle my fancy, do something exciting. Spread you out on the backseat and love you like in the 90s. Girl, like got you dripping, and you too nasty.